Hello, everyone. I'm like a minute early, but I figured with my track record, I can't ever really be too early. I'm always like super late. And I'm using a new software program right now, so I'm still trying to figure out how to work it, but it's leagues better than StreamYard with the free tier that it offers. So I'm using Streamlab. I think people call it Slob. I'm not too sure, but guys, today's gonna be like a very quick and easy live. I just want to talk about a few things with the groups out right now, and also I wanted to talk about Love Island. That's gonna be the bulk of the episode. I have a lot of clips to show y'all. Really want your opinions on it all, and we're gonna finish off with Diddy. And so as people are coming in, I'm just gonna go ahead and start talking about some of the groups that I mentioned in my last live, starting off with Citizen Queen. Okay, so Citizen Queen, and again, forgive me for all the awkward pauses. Like, I'm still trying to get used to this program, but y'all remember the last live I talked about Citizen Queen, about how, oh, sorry, and I just had to preface this by saying that if you were on the live from the 3rd, I am so sorry. That live was so awkward. I felt like crap. I had a headache and a stomach ache, and I was trying to push through it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I promised him I'll go live, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I don't think anyone was trying to talk on a weeknight. Like, I had work in the morning. It was bad. I was like, why did I push myself that hard? Never again. But anyways, Citizen Queen, right? Remember how I said in my other live that they might have disbanded because they hadn't posted anything since December 2025? Well, with the exceptions of the Nina and Cora's birthday, well, turns out they just posted something like around a week ago. They posted, crossed have a college show off our to-do list. Thanks for being the sweetest hosts. Glad we got to test out the new music with y'all before the rest of the world hears it. See y'all in a sec. So apparently they're making a comeback. They're making a comeback after months of silence. Almost, I want to say around 6-7 months of radio silence. And I know how I talked about feeling disappointed if they had disbanded and, all that stuff. But I gotta be honest with you, I'm not really impressed with the music they've made as a trio. Crush and what's that other single they made? Love the Way I Love You, something like that. Y'all, it wasn't really all that memorable, but I'm hoping that this new music, they really catch their stride and they really impress me. I want to like it. Let me just say that. I want to like it. But tell me what y'all think below. But crap, I forgot actually. Cora actually posted something. She had posted, where are you, Cora? I think the reason why they made a comeback now is because Cora is done with her surgeries. Like, she made an IG post saying that she got her last surgery post car crash done like a week ago. So I think she's able to be fully active, and maybe that's why they were kind of MIA for those few months, because she was still recovering. So I'm glad she's better. She's been through a lot. But yeah. So, are y'all excited for Citizen Queen? Sound off below. I mean, like, it's gonna be interesting. Listen, their visuals last era were top tier, so it's gonna be interesting. And I wanted to talk about Say Now as well. They haven't really been teasing new music. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. They just went on a festival, Mighty Hoopla or whatever in the UK. They just teased a new song, and I've been seeing a lot of ads lately for them. I don't know what you call this, Lineage. I'm not. It might sound stupid saying it, but I know that Cat's Eye had an ad campaign a while back teasing Internet Girl, and just recently, Say Now has a campaign with them for the UK division, and I think it's so cute. I love these pictures, and Izzy looks great. Amelia looks great. Um, Maddie looks wonderful. She's sporting K-pop pink. Um, I don't know if it's a callback to Cat's Eye. Um, yeah, they look really, really great here. Maroon Melody. And they're actually teasing their song Brick by Brick in this commercial. And I'm like, you know what's so interesting about Say Now is like they have so many good songs that they could just pull any from their hat and just like rock it whenever. Like, it'll work. Let me see if I could play this full ad. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm so sorry, y'all. I was muted the whole time. I didn't realize. Jeez, I was on this whole spiel about FLO, about how I was being unfair to FLO, about not liking their sound because I I'm just so used to the Y2K R&B sound. So whenever FLO comes out with a new single or stuff like that, it fits in that soundscape. It's a bit tiresome to me. Like my tolerance is very low for it, as opposed to Say Now or Infinity Song. Say Now does more early 2000s pop. And even though Addison Rae and Tate McRae, they do it as well, it's like I don't really come across it that much. So it's like it's still kind of refreshing in my ears. And then there's the Infinity Song that they do more soft rock, um, acoustic sounding music. So it's still refreshing to my ears. I don't come across it too much. Actually, no, I lied. Now that I think about it, acoustic type of music like acoustic soul or R&B or soft rock, that's literally up my alley. So can't be too mad at Infinity Song. But tell me what y'all think below. Oh, but let me play this new commercial they did literally a few days ago.
Oh my god, guys, I found the lotion! Yeah!
I'm so sorry, y'all. This new program, it sets up the live to where I lag, or the audience lags 16 seconds behind me. So sometimes I'm just like, I'm trying to get used to it, but just keep that in mind. Okay, so next I want to talk about FLO's new music video for Don't Break Her Heart, as well as 3quency's video for Girls Talk. And y'all know I was kind of dragging both of them my other live. I don't think I was too disrespectful for FLO, but people were telling me I was being disrespectful, and I don't know. I kind of say the same thing about FLO all the time, and I've mentioned it in the comments where I basically said I'm gonna give it this last album. If I'm not getting what I want from them, I'm just gonna. There's a high chance I might just divest completely. I don't know how y'all are feeling, but I just might divest completely. And I don't want to do that because they're the only big black group out right now. But if I have to, I will. I just want to say a few things about this music video. And throughout the music video, we see them mistreat this man who we don't really know for sure if he's done anything wrong. I've seen some suspicious texts, but I don't know. I didn't really understand the premise of it. I thought when I first heard that there was going to be a music video, I just assumed that one of the girls would be the wronged party. And this song's about friendship, right? So I just assumed it would be like a Destiny's Child girl version, I guess, where they would rally behind the one hurt member and, I don't know, trash the guy. But they are a detective agency helping out you all, the audience, their fans, with these trash men, and we don't know if they're doing anything. Like this guy, I don't know if he actually did anything wrong, outright wrong, but they jumped him and they still threatened him. And y'all let me know how you feel about it down below, because I just feel like it was kind of weird. Let me play the video.
Flora, ready to see you now.
How can we help you?
Something's just different. Different how? Something about that damn phone. It's always on Do Not Disturb.
Can I see what he looks like? Oof. I could have seen that one coming. What? Nothing.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, y'all, I just have to say that beat drop, that was really, really good. Really, really good. Also, please excuse all the weird awkward pauses. Like I said, like this stream lags 16 seconds behind, and I'm still trying to navigate my way around the new program. I don't know, but they kind of remind me of Annalise Keating or like Scandal. Those lawyers were doing the most, trying to do stakeouts and investigating this a lot.
If you break her heart, I will make you pay. I'll post up on your block.
Did y'all see Georgia's makeup? Hold up. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. They had her lips in a pattern color. Hold up. Let me see if I can find it. Okay.
Post up on your block, know your slots and the man them round your way. Said if you break her heart, I will come for you. I will come for you.
See, does anyone know what she's trying to do here? Like, I'm so confused. Like, is she trying to catch him in something? Like, she's just... The phone is under the dog. Like, I'm so confused.
Leave my girl alone, move along if you don't love her like I do. Don't do it now. Beep, beep, it's me at your front door. If my ghost sheds a tear, probably gon' think that you ghosted, but I had you disappear. Oh, like poof, poof, hey. Just know that I'm watching all you moves. I can be supportive, or I can be unfriendly. If you wanna tell.
Like, even with that, I'm like, did he do anything wrong? Like, at this point of the video, I'm trying to understand, what did this man do to be doing all of this? Like, look how Renee treats him. All that energy for what? Did we know what he did? Y'all, let me know down below. Like, I'm trying to find out. Like, what?
I'm only gonna say this shit once, so if you break her heart, I will make you pay. Post up on your block, know your slots and the man them round your way. Said if you break her heart, I will come for you.
Okay, they're right there. I'm like, did they catch him in a text? Texting another girl to meet up to cheat, or did they fake a text for him to respond to catch him potentially cheating? Like, I'm just so confused. Y'all let me know what y'all think is going on.
Leave my girl alone, move along if you don't love her like I do. If you love her like I do, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Don't you do that? Don't do it, don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
Like, again, what did this man do? What did this man do?
If you break her heart, I will break your.
I'm sorry, Georgia does not look the best here, makeup wise. I don't know what's going on with the nude lip, and I don't know. Maybe it's the angle. I don't know what's happening. I don't know.
Don't make me spin the block. Be up, stay inside these streets ain't safe. Please don't break her heart, 'cause it'll break mine too. She's my ride or die. Treat her right if you know what's good for you. If you break her heart, I will make you pay.
Okay, there you have it. They beat up the man that we don't know if he actually really did anything, but you know, I guess he deserved it. He's a dirty old man. Not old, but you know. But anyways, how do y'all like the song? Honestly, the outro is when I knew that this was Georgia's song all the way. She was doing all the ad-libbing, all the crazy riffs and stuff. I'm like, yeah, this is her song. She was eating it up. And honestly, someone on Twitter was like, why are we putting out a slow song in the summer? But I'm like, this isn't slow. This isn't a slow song. But I am wondering what happened to Remedied. I thought Remedied would be the next single because they teased it in that ad they did right after. It was like either in between Therapy at the Club and their lead single. They were like teasing it in between all that. So I was thinking that was going to be the summer smash for sure. Like, I wouldn't think this would be like the next official single, but Y'all let me know down below, like, what you think, if that was a good choice, or like what theorize what they were thinking. I don't know. Okay, let me see some comments here. Getting jumped to a melodious R&B tune is wild. FLO, run this ish. The part killed me. They're so unserious. Oh yeah, they had the bloopers part. Georgia's final run was so classic. Girl groups, yeah, the best girl group so far. Yep. Stan Twitter's going insane. Georgia ate that. I'm sure they're clipping it all over social media. So many good bits. Don't do it. Don't do it. FLO just hitting different. Girl group of this generation. Now this is how you do storytelling. I mean, it's just hard for me to get behind because I'm like, what if he doesn't deserve it? This video looks like it was so much fun to make. The track list is at 127. What is this person talking about? Yeah, I don't know what that person was talking about. I didn't see any track lists, but I don't know. Maybe they like zoomed in on something. Anyways, let me just go ahead and talk about 3quency. As you know, I was also talking shit about them as well. I was saying that they don't have a place here. What's their concept? They seem contrived. They didn't deserve to be building the band. You know, I was talking about that shit. And it's funny because when I watched this video, that's when I was like, huh, maybe they do have something. Maybe I shouldn't count them out just yet. Like, tell me what y'all think below, because listen, 3quency, someone in the comments in my last video was like, we need an American born and bred group to represent us stateside, and they're alternative and they play with their gender, you know, the tomboy thing, and they're more akin to TLC, even though they're really heavily inspired by Destiny's Child. You could see the TLC in them, right? And this person was like, we need them. And so I'm thinking, oh, these are all really good points, but it's like, I don't know how prominent they're going to be when they're independent with no label. They're solely independent. They have a management team, and I know their manager also has a label, but it's like, you need a strong distributor. If you want to be the biggest girl group, or even like a big group in general, you're gonna need label backing, or your management team is gonna be, they're gonna have to be top notch to the point where you don't need a label. And listen, Johnny Wright has been around for decades, but he's managing both Solidified and 3quency. And listen, 3quency, I don't know. I'm gonna just let them, you know, do their thing for a little while longer before I chime in with my opinions again. Because y'all were dragging me in my last video. Y'all were like, yo, they're only 8 months into their career. Give them a shot, blah, blah, blah. This is too premature for you to have all these spicy opinions. And I'm like, that's true. In their career, like 8 months is like nothing. Like, they're still brand new. But I will say, I waited almost a year, like 8 months, before I opened my mouth to say any strong opinions about them. And that's a long time for a content creator, I'm not really a content creator, for like anyone online to voice their opinion. I mean, if I waited almost a year, that's fair enough too. Like, if they've released so many like singles up to that point, and I understand people experiment and stuff like that, but it's just like, I don't know, I'm not fully sold on 3quency. But again, after I watched this video, I was like, maybe I shouldn't count them out just yet.
Girls talk, we want that walk. Try to keep it silent when the problem's at the top. Tea is way too piping and you try to cool it off. But information travels and it goes around the block. Do it, we do best, never crack under the stress. Come from my reputation and you'll have confrontation. Pull up, no explanation. A vision you ain't ever seen. Revenge.
Is it just me? I'm also getting like Fifth Harmony vibes. Like, this is obviously a play off of Destiny's Child's Survivor, when they're on the beach and they'll be like, I will survive. which also makes me think that maybe this is like their clapback to the label or their haters in general. Like this is like their rebirth video. I want to say, do y'all agree with me? Comment down below. I think this is like their reintroduction video where they're like, don't count us out yet. Like we're survivors. Like we're gonna, even though we left our label and we're independent now, we still have what it takes to be that big girl group. And I really want an American girl group to be big. Like I want an American boy group to be big. I really want America to have groups again. And well, we'll see. We'll see. Let's keep watching.
Oh yeah, you taste it. Full force, no imagination. Can't put that in quotation. I mean it when I say that. Girls talk, talk, talk. We walk that walk, walk, walk in the...
Oh my gosh, you know what else this video reminds me of? It reminds me of like Jumanji. The newer Jumanji with Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson, Dwayne The Rock, where it's kind of like this player one style. I wonder if this is also hinting at the tension with the label, because I don't know, they didn't really give an in-depth reason why they left or why they went fully independent, but they just said that they had an urge to be independent. And I'm like, did something happen with the label? Is this something about the label? I don't know.
Sound like dirty talk when I say I wanna tie you up. Gonna put you in the tightest spot. No bluff, handcuffs, oh. Never mogul in a mugshot. Ain't the person everybody thought. Gonna make some drugs drop. Cause we fought, you got caught. Come for my reputation, and you'll have confrontation.
So I'm just curious, like, am I tripping, or did Brie had the best solo shot? I don't know. Like that solo shot, I mean, I'm not a fan of the wig. Granted, I'm not a fan of the wig. That looked too cheap. But I'm like, she had a whole night scene. Okay, that's interesting. Interesting.
Pull up, no explanation. Vision you ain't ever seen. Revenge, oh yeah, you'll taste it. Full force, no imagination. Can't put that in quotation. I mean it when I say that. Girls talk, talk, talk. We walk that walk, walk, walk in the rhythm of the night. That's when the secrets come to light. Girls talk, talk, talk. We walk that walk, walk, walk. You can creep, but you can't hide. Intuition, devil lies, and girls talk.
Okay, so I don't know how comfortable I feel with Brie being the lead vocal every time. I'm just gonna say it. It's getting kind of redundant. And honestly speaking, Wendy is my favorite voice of the group, so it's kind of annoying.
When girls talk.
Do you ever have that feeling? Like, you know, when you walk into a room, like everyone in there was just talking about you?
Girl, yes, like hair, makeup, weight, nails, all of it.
Yes, and then they try to find the girl that they think they can control, and then they spill it all too. Yeah, but we gotta remind them.
Okay, so this has to be about the label, right? Like that part right there, I'm like, this has to be about tension with the label. It makes too much sense. Well, tell me what y'all think down below.
The girls talk, talk, talk. We walk that walk, walk, walk in the rhythm of the night. That's when the secrets come to light. Girls talk, talk, talk. We walk that walk, walk, walk. You can creep, but you can't hide. Intuition, devil lies, and girls talk. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, girls talk. Girls talk. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Girls talk.
Okay, well, you know what? That video was not half bad, I will say. I am impressed. Okay, the quality of the video was pretty good, you know, for their budget. I do not like these outfits though. I gotta admit, I'm not a fan. But definitely I'm gonna give them a chance. Maybe I won't count them out just yet. Maybe they will actually live up to the expectations of being winners of building the band. So I'm just gonna hold my tongue. Okay, but tell me what y'all think. Okay, y'all, real quick, we're gonna get into some Love Island drama. So I'm gonna do a quick rundown of the drama that happened before the series aired, and then I'm gonna try to get through the 4 episodes that have been released thus far. Let me tell you something. I dropped Love Island all the way back in season 3, and I had been already. And this is season 3, the U.S. version. And prior to season 3, I had already peeped the UK version. It was already huge, you know, back then. And so when it came to America, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. First season was ass. Second season was ass. Third season was pretty good in my opinion. Sally and Justine, and Johnny and that drama. Listen, if y'all haven't watched it, I recommend it. It's not as good as, you know, season 7 and season 6. I haven't watched those seasons, but it just, so many things popped off in those seasons. It put the US version on the map. But anyways, I say all that to say, I actually vowed to never watch Love Island after the US version in season 3, because when I was watching that version, I was also watching the UK version that came out during that time, and the way they dogged the black women out, it had such a disgusting, it put a disgusting taste in my mouth, to the point where I was like, this is not a franchise I want to support. And I had been successfully ignoring it for all these years until season 6 came out, and it kind of went mainstream, and season 7 went gangbusters. Like, I couldn't escape the show if I wanted to. Like, people were telling, like, I had to keep up with the drama. Like, it was hitting the timeline, it was too alluring, and I was just like, oh my god. So it kind of dragged me back into watching season 8. But I will say, from what I understand, season 6 had Serena and that black guy, Corday. I think there was a black couple that won season 6. Y'all let me know if you know anything about that. Season 6 had a black couple that won, so I was like, huh, interesting. And season 7 obviously had Nicolandria win, and I'm like, maybe black women are doing better on the show, so let me just, you know, give it another shot. So anyways, without further ado, we're gonna just talk about some of the drama that's been surrounding the show prior to it airing and after it's airing, because I don't know how, but these people are digging up so much dirt. It's insane. Okay, so let's get into it.
Love Island USA just announced their season 8 Islanders, and there's already drama. There's even one person on the cast who the management team already released 2 statements addressing the backlash. But first, let's talk about the photo shoot. Great cast photo, but there were some interesting creative decisions behind these solo shots. People are not happy with the lighting choices, and fans are wondering if the cast looks more like these photos or their Instagram pics. So we got our first 12 Islanders and some initial standouts, including Zach, who's the brother of season 7 bombshell Charlie. He's also buddies with E.L. Booker from Love Island UK season 4.
I thought the people who were casted in the season were supposed to be unknowns, and when I mean by unknowns, I mean like people in the middle of nowhere with no connections, but apparently that's not the case. He's kind of like Nepo baby.
So maybe coming in with some like advice there, right? Then there's Beatrice, a Paris and Tokyo Paralympic athlete. She was born with a rare birth defect and had her leg amputated at 10 months old. Anaya is the daughter of former NBA player Donnell Harvey, and fans are focusing the most on her in terms of how
Wow, we have another Nepo baby. That's so interesting.
Different she looks in the official photo shoot versus her own posted photos on Instagram.
Do y'all think she looks too different? That woman, she reminds me of some type of influencer. I've seen that face before, but of course she's edited it to the point where she's probably looking like every other person out here, but that doesn't look like her. Even the skin, I'm like, huh, maybe she lightened her skin too, or maybe it's just the lighting. But I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, seeing her in real life, I mean, it kind of just does a disservice. I mean, I'm not saying that she's ugly. I'm just saying she's just so drastically different. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I think she's thinned out her nose. The lighting is different, so her skin looks lighter. And I feel like her face is more of a heart-shaped than in real life.
Then there's Sincere. Yes, his real name is Sincere. He ran track for Miami and Texas Tech, which you'll see a lot of on his Instagram. He also has a picture with Jake Paul, sincerely, I guess, on his page. And there's already some people in his comments unhappy with that Sincere association. Sean is a police officer, and most of his digital footprint involves his son, who will be turning 2 in June. But the cast member getting the most attention so far is Kenzie. Okay, there's a lot to unpack. She's a nursing school grad who got her diploma 2 days before leaving for the villa. Posts from her TikTok have resurfaced showing her dancing in front of MAGA flags, leaving many fans to assume her political.
Do y'all really care about this? Because I had heard some stuff about this, but I had forgotten about it. So I was watching this show. I actually really liked Kenzie. I was like, oh, you know, she seemed like a cool, bubbly girl. But then I'm seeing this. I'm like, oh, interesting.
Views. Now, following the discovery of those posts from 2021, this photo started floating around, but it appears to be an AI altered version of this image from her Instagram. A separate TikTok account said to be run by her management team issued a statement addressing the controversies. I'm just gonna read this whole thing.
How does she already have a management team? Like, I understand going on Love Island can boost your profile and get you into new places and a whole new tier of tax bracket, whatever. But it's like, how does she already have a management team? Are these people really normal people? Like, what? Or maybe she's preparing to blow up. I don't know.
As Kenzie prepares to begin her Love Island journey, we want to address some of the commentary circulating online following the cast announcement. Immediately after this season's cast had released, people have resurfaced content from 6+ years ago and are using it to make assumptions about who she.
Oh, she wearing a what's that show? K-pop Demon Hunter hat? That's so cute. By the way, this doesn't seem like an official segment for E-Talk. This seems like a really laxed, off the cuff segment for E-Talk.
She is today. It's important to remember that social media posts, likes, or interactions from someone's teenage years do not fully define their current beliefs, character, or values. Before viewers have even had the opportunity to actually get to know Kenzie, narratives are already being created based on outdated and selective information. We encourage everyone to approach these conversations with fairness, maturity, and an understanding that people grow and evolve over time. Kenzie is excited for this experience and grateful for the.
How old is Kenzie? Because how far back were these videos? Because she don't look like she's in high school in the videos that we see here. Maybe it's just like random B-roll that they put on the screen. It looks like she's in college. So, I don't know.
The support she's received so far. We hope people allow her the space to enter this new chapter without immediate judgment or unnecessary hostility. And they posted another statement on her TikTok story saying, "We also want to address the alarming spread of edited and completely false images currently being shared online in an attempt to further fuel false narratives about Kenzie. Creating and circulating fake content to damage someone's reputation is not only irresponsible, but deeply harmful. We encourage people to think critically before sharing unverified information and to recognize."
This is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot of explaining, which, you know, I guess they're just really worried that people are going to drag her into cancellation. So they're like, let's just cover all our bases and double cross her T's. Which, okay, I guess. But this is a lot. It makes me think that maybe she has a lot more to hide. I don't know.
Recognize the real impact that targeted online behavior can have on an individual's mental well-being. Disagreement is one thing, but deliberate misinformation and harassment is another. Kenzie doesn't follow Trump on her Instagram, but fans were quick to notice one of the guys does follow him, and it's Gabriel, who's from Brazil, now living in Miami, and he speaks English, Spanish, and Portuguese. He models and does some DJing. Bryce also DJs.
People were saying that Gabrielle was kicked off. Imagine my surprise when I saw him in the first episode. So I was like, wait, so he's still there? He would just be talking shit.
And maybe he's a pretty successful one because he already has over 130,000 followers. So, as I said, that is already a lot. What are your first impressions of the cast? And let me know who you have your eyes on and who you predict will be the most popular and also the most messy Islander in the comments below.
So I heard a YouTuber talk about this, but do you think all the girls are on the same level of hotness as the boys? Because I heard there's a lot of chatter online about how interesting these Islanders looked. Well, she just said a whole thing about it early in the video, but honestly, I kind of like how they look more. Well, let me just talk about the girls. I like how the girls look more attainable. Like, their beauty is more attainable. Like, I can see someone who looks like them walking down the street. Like, they're very girl next door level, pretty, hot. And I find that really endearing. And I gotta be honest with y'all, there's some of the guys on the boys lineup. Some of them are like supermodel, or let me just say influencer hot. They're on that level of influencer hot, like Zach and Sean for sure. Definitely on that level of influencer hot. And this YouTuber who I was like watching, they were like, yeah, and I don't hate it. Like, I like seeing men of this caliber of hotness be paired up with this level of women, like everyday girl next door type women. And I love to see it because we always see the opposite in movies and stuff like that. You know, I like to see it here. Tell me what y'all think. Maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe they're on equal standing of hotness, but let me know what y'all think.
Love Island starts June 2nd on Crave in Canada.
A Love Island USA cast member's search for love is over before it begins. On May 31st, Peacock confirmed to NBC, Vasana Montgomery is being removed from the dating show for appearing to say the N-word on camera.
For all the new people who just came in, hello everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are officially getting into the Love Island drama. We are just talking about the scandals that happened before the season had aired. So it's gonna be real quick.
Once while singing a song and another time while yelling at an arcade game. As soon as the reality dating show unveiled its Season 8 cast on Thursday, online fans began digging into the contestants' backgrounds.
I think I am the full package. I own a business, I live alone, I have a dog. If you were to ask my friends what my type is, they'd show you the world map.
The two videos of Asana appearing to say the slur soon began circulating on social media, leading to the network's decision. The streaming service says the videos that resurfaced were not publicly shared until after the cast announcement. Season 8 of Love Island USA premieres on June 2nd.
Okay, y'all, so I heard about her, and it's kind of funny because I'm like, why is it always the same old scandal? Like, honestly, it's kind of tiring. Okay, so let's get into Gabriel. So this is the guy who I thought was also kicked off with Vasana, and I'm like, what did this guy do?
Gabriel from Love Island USA is already getting canceled by fans after they discovered he follows Donald Trump.
Oh no, he follows the president.
Not only are you following this person, but that means you endorse and support what this person stands for.
That's just so
Y'all, how many people were for Trump? How many Latinos for Trump? Like, I'm not surprised. Isn't he from, like, Florida or something? Miami? I'm not surprised. So, I'm just here to have a good time watching the show. I mean, I don't know what people want us to do with this information. I don't think being a Trump supporter is strong enough to be kicked off the show. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like Trump either, but I don't think that's grounds to be kicked off a reality TV show.
Objectively not true. Following somebody does not mean that you endorse everything, let alone anything that they have to say. That's like saying that I support Joe Biden because I follow Joe Biden on Twitter back when he was president. Sometimes you're just, keeping track of what's happening in the country that you live in, or you are just wanting to see both sides of a political discussion. There's no real concrete evidence of what this guy actually supports and what he stands for. And then even if he's the most MAGA person out there, great. Why do you care? Why does it matter on a show like this what your political views are? You have people like,
yeah, this is Love Island, the most superficial. I mean, it's not superficial. There's a lot of stuff you can learn from Love Island, but Love Island is all about superficiality. So it's like all this moral grandstanding. I'm like, yo, what are we doing here? This is Love Island. This is where we go to escape. Well, this is where y'all go to escape because I canceled it a long time ago and I came back, but
this guy, this TikToker that I just showed being like,
with that community you're a part of, yeah, extremely disappointed.
Have you ever met a Latino? The most aggressively MAGA people I have ever met are Hispanic or Latino.
With the season 8 premiere of Love Island USA coming on in a few hours, I believe now would be a good time to clear up some of the rumors and allegations surrounding Gabriel's political affiliations. Because his friends are speaking out and they said it's not what y'all think. To catch you guys up on the drama thus far, a lot of people think that Gabriel is a Trump supporter due to him following Trump on his Instagram. Because of that, people have been calling for Gabriel to get removed from the show, which is not going to happen because political beliefs are protected. And since he probably won't be removed, other people are calling that they vote Gabriel off the show. But Gabriel's friends were like, don't be too hasty now. I was scrolling on Insta and I was in the comment section of a pop culture news page that was talking about this subject. And I saw a few people claiming to be Gabriel's friends advocating for him. One said that he is not a political guy whatsoever. He just follows the president of the United States for information.
You know what's so interesting? I just follow news outlets. I don't really follow politicians. So I just find that real interesting. Do y'all follow politicians? Y'all believe this excuse? He just trying to keep up with the news. I mean, Trump does be tweeting and be posting stuff crazy. I mean, I just be following the news outlets. I don't really follow politicians.
Another one said that Gabriel is just a Brazilian guy that went to go live in America and followed the president to find more about the country he's living in, and that he's a good guy and that he's sure you'll like him on the show. And I am inclined to believe that they are to the very least associates of Gabriel because Gabriel does follow them both. Now, obviously, this does not completely clear Gabriel of being a Trump supporter because he won't really be able to speak on his political beliefs until he leaves the villa because they're not going to touch on that stuff on the show. I will say it's not hard to believe that a foreigner came to America and decided to follow the president so that way he could stay more up to date about the country that they're in. But that's just me though. Some people still think it's sus because even though from what I see, he doesn't really post any political content on his page by American culture, social media standards. If you follow somebody, that means you like them, you support them, you're a follower of whatever they believe in. But remember, Gabriel's a foreigner, so he may not know any better. That's just my 2 cents. Let me know what y'all think about the situation down below and make sure you follow me for all pop culture and Love Island updates.
Basana Montgomery is issuing an apology. The 25-year-old speaks out for the first time since she was removed from the Love Island Season 8 cast over her alleged use of the N-word in past videos. She writes in a post on her Instagram story June 3rd, I want to address a couple videos from my teen years that have recently resurfaced. In those videos, I used a racial slur. There is no excuse for it, and I am deeply sorry. The salon owner from Beaverton, Oregon, who was cut from the dating show ahead of the June 2nd premiere, says that she is both, quote, embarrassed and disappointed by her words, adding, I take full responsibility for what I said and understand why it has hurt and upset people. Since then, I have grown a lot as a person and taken the time to educate myself, listen, learn, and better understand the impact that language can have. She ends her message with, to anyone I hurt or disappointed, I am truly sorry. Montgomery was originally announced May 28th as part of the Love Island USA Season 8 cast. However, the Peacock reality show did not address her absence during the June 2nd premiere, instead introducing the 5 original women and 5 original men of the season.
Anyways, and then, oh my goodness, Kenzie. Oh, Melanie pretending like she didn't remember Kata's name.
That was funny to me. I loved it. Coda or whatever. I forget what the fuck she said. And I'm like, Katie, that's what it was. And I'm like, you spent all day mad that this girl talked to him. There's no way
you know her name, Mama. You know her name, Mama. And then it reminds me, remember, Melanie came in being like, I don't believe in the term girl's girl, like, you know, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And I was like, yes, she gets it, because she goes on to explain she doesn't believe in it because a woman should always, you know, be able to prop up other women without it being some blind, silly, like, I'm a girl's girl, I'm gonna say yes to anything that you want to do. Okay, I'm like, wow, she really gets it. Now I'm thinking in retrospect, I'm like, maybe she was telling her she's not a girl's girl because she knows
she don't like girls.
That she has this about her.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Where she's like, yeah, and if a girl start, you know, trying to step on toes, I feel like she looking at my man, yeah, all bets off is what it's giving. I'm seeing the internet start to say she's giving Huda a little bit. I think people have PTSD from Huda, and so I think that they're like nervous that she's about to start getting into Huda territory.
Yeah, because even some of the, like, as the challenge goes on, and if he cheat, I'm a cheat back, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, or you could just get out.
She also couldn't keep that story straight. Like, I'm like, baby, you are all over the place.
Wait, what do you mean?
She was like, yeah, if he cheat, I'm a cheat back. And then when she got a little pushback on that, Trinity gave her a little pushback on that and was like, I'm going to just leave. And she was like, yeah, no, I've never actually cheated back. Like, yeah, I would just leave too. And I'm like, Mama, come on. Like, you are all over the place. You're just so baby. I'm like, Melanie, I really do hope that you pass that psych exam well, with flying colors, not barely. I also have PTSD for Huda. So I'm a little bit nervous, but we'll see. And then there's Kenzie continuing to spiral because she is not used to not being the beauty standard. She is having a hard time.
Okay. Is she? I thought she just moved on to Sean.
But did Sean move on to her?
I mean, okay, that's a separate thing. But I'm like, I feel like Kenzie just moved on. Like, I don't know. But keep going, because I don't.
My thought on that is, when Kenzie and Trinity are talking by the pool, I think they're by the pool. Trinity says, because she's at this point, she's interested in Gabriel and she's interested in Sean. And Trinity says, well, they're not your Southern.
Oh, so you're not your country boys. She said,
they're not your country boys, but I see you're trying something new. Kenzie just wants to be chosen. I don't think that Kenzie is particularly interested in Sean or Gabriel. I think that Kenzie has been rejected outright for the first time in her life, and it is really stinging. And so she is doing her best to not be rejected right now.
I thought she said earlier that she was like, she said something about boys doing this to her. I don't think that's true. I don't know if it was this episode or last, but I think she said something before where, like, this always happens, where, like, something about a man.
She said they always cheat.
Was it cheat?
I'm pretty sure, but I'm not positive.
I'm pretty sure. So I don't know. I just like
remember because she was crying. She was like, he's a cheater. Like, they always do this.
I remember
that
being in the teaser. I remember that being in the teaser, but I don't actually remember it in the episode. Because I do remember the crying, the cheater, and then, like, the episode came and that clip never happened.
It did.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. But I guess my thought is, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Like, she seems like she's just moving on, but okay, sure. Okay, sure. I don't care that much. Like,
yeah, that's my read on it. And we'll see what happens. I'm excited for tonight's episode and continue my Love Island watching experience. So stay tuned here if you're interested in that. And in other news, it looks like Cardi B and Lotto might not be friends again for quite a while. So for some context, Cardi and Lotto were genuine friends. Lotto even mentions that they were beyond just industry friends. She says they were on a texting basis. Then Cardi had an absolutely iconic verse. Oh my God, I love this verse so much. On Lotto's Put It on the Floor Again back in 2023. It's so good. She says, take the plastic off me. I've been acting brand new. I ain't smoking on no Zalo, bitch. I'm smoking on you. It's such a good verse. One of my favorite Cardi verses. I'm not even a Cardi girl down like that. It was during the time when she also had that feature with Glorilla on Tomorrow. Riding with my twin and them, and we all look good as fuck. Anyways, those came out around the same time. Cardi was really on a high. Then that happened in 2023. Then Lotto hopped on Cardi's song Time, the remix, in September 2025. Then that same month, audio leaks of a phone call between Cardi and rapper Ice Spice's management. And in that call, Cardi can be heard going absolutely ballistic on Ice Spice or about Ice Spice, who previously had beef with Lotto. So Cardi says at some point after, it's a 7-minute call, and she is, when I tell you screaming at the top of her lungs the entire time, she's screaming at the top of her lungs for the entire 7 minutes. But one line that she does say, mind you, she's friends with Lotto, and Lotto has beef with Ice Spice at this point. She says, I'm gonna show y'all I'm not Lotto. Y'all think I'm fucking pussy ass Lotto? I'm gonna beat her the fuck up. Talking about Ice Spice, that she's gonna beat Ice Spice the fuck up. Okay, that leaks and it goes viral. Lotto hears it for the first time. Before Lotto even responds, Cardi tweets an apology that says, quote, I was ranting and hot at the moment, but I fuck with Lotto heavy. I respect everything about her, including her team. That's so sweet. And nope, I'm not too prideful to apologize to somebody I really respect. So this is my public apology. And now I'm gonna privately buy her a bag. Okay. Lotto never responded to that until 8 months later, just about a week ago, on her album that just dropped. Lotto has a song called Gimme That. She raps, bitch said what? Let's clock it. Really got a Hermes store in my closet. Talking about buying Big Mama a bag like my nigga ain't already bought it. Wish a bitch would get in that booth. Okay. Lotto also went on The Breakfast Club to confirm that line was in fact about Cardi. And let me share the audio from that moment.
I'm trying to remember, why were Cardi and Ice Spice beefing at all? I mean, that's like irrelevant to the story. Well,
it was
I forget what their drama was.
It was something so innocuous. It was pretty much, I looked it up for this. It was pretty much that Cardi had tweeted that Sexy Red deserved a BET award, and this was coming off of the heels of Ice Spice getting an iHeart Radio Award or an iHeart Music Award, and Ice Spice felt like that was a sub from Cardi, and Cardi was like, I wasn't even thinking about your little iHeart Award. Like, what are you talking about? Anyway, so
silly,
that's where their silly little beef came from. Here's what Lotto said about when she confirms that diss was in fact about Cardi.
Yeah, it was about Cardi. Like we were saying earlier, like I rap about what's going on in my life at the moment. At the time, well, first of all, I made this album over 9 months. I made the album while I was pregnant, and yeah, I was at an early stage of my pregnancy, and I rushed to the studio to do this verse for her in time for the first week sales, whatever. And
for Airtime.
Yeah, for the Airtime remix. And literally like 2 days later, I'm all over the internet. I'm being called pussy. I'm pregnant, emotions high, like
hormonal.
And it's someone I dead ass looked at as a friend. Like I understand this industry shit first too, but we was on a texting basis. So I feel like, you tweeted to the world, but we got each other number. Yeah.
So y'all never talked personally after that, around that?
So then like probably like 2 months later, something like that, she did text me, but by that time I'm like, that ain't even like, I'm not even thinking about that shit no more, you know what I'm saying? So
have y'all spoke since then?
Since the song has dropped?
They haven't spoke since the record came out.
Nope.
Would you be open to the conversation, or you just
I'm open to the conversation. When I don't know, cause I got a baby now and some more shit. Like I got life done kept moving, but
So she confirms, and she doesn't seem bitter or upset or anything of the sort. Cardi responded to Lotto's response on The Breakfast Club. And Cardi says, I truly understand how you feel, and that's exactly why I chose to apologize publicly, because the disrespect became public. On that call, I didn't even mean to call you that. I didn't mean any harm. There's a difference in what I said versus what I meant. What I could have said was you was too forgiving and gave too much mercy in that situation. But it was a heated conversation, and I let my mouth get the best of me. When the call came out, I was 8 months pregnant, had just released my album, and was extremely overwhelmed and emotional. That's not to excuse what I said, but that's to let you know where I was in my head. I genuinely felt bad for what happened. In 2025 and 2026, I made multiple attempts to connect. I spoke with your manager, your sister, and even texted you directly to take full responsibility. I always had love and respect for you. I always wanted to make it right, but making it right looks different for the both of us. I wanted to connect with you, and you wanted to address it on your album. Okay. So that's where we stand currently with Cardi and Lotto. And I feel like, I wanted to address it publicly or privately, and you wanted to address it on your album. It's just like, okay, like, I guess she's a rapper. This is, again, this is how I feel about musicians in general. If a musician is writing their own music, they're writing about what's happening in their life, which Lotto says. Like, she wrote that when it happened, and yeah, she put it on her album. Like, it's not I wanted to address it on my album. It's I wrote that rap when it happened because I am an artist and that's what I do, and also was making an album. So yeah, my work did go onto my album. I don't think it's as personal as Cardi seems to be taking it with that last line.
Yeah. I wonder if the thing that she's talking about though is the fact that they haven't spoken at all since then, like, and maybe that's what makes it feel more personal, is that it's now you're doing I mean, and I get it, obviously the radio interview is going to bring it up, and I agree, Lotto doesn't seem to be like, I'm talking about this because I'm mad. It's just like, oh, you asked, I'll tell you, blah blah. But I wonder if that is why Cardi, but yeah, that last line is like unnecessary, but I get it. She might feel a way as like, well, okay, can we talk then? But also, I don't think you have to talk. Like, I think Lotto has the right to be like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
you know,
like you call me a pussy ass bitch behind my back.
Yeah,
I'm like, actual friends. Like,
friends. Yeah,
I didn't. Yeah, I don't really know if I want to clean that up with you. Right.
Yeah. Like,
so,
okay. Like,
it is.
yeah,
what it is. I really like both girls. They seem great. Like, love Lotto.
I do.
Very, very talented. Cardi's
fun. I wonder if they'll come back around, because yeah, it feels like it sucks that it happened over like such a misunderstanding, because even in the phone call, it, again, wrong, but like it feels like in Cardi's brain it was literally not even feels like it literally was not about Lotto. It just came out. Even in the way it came out, it felt like I'm angry and just saying shit, and it feels like some young shit you say, or not even young. It's just something you say when you're angry, and then you just don't think about how. Young. No, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's stuff you say when you're angry. You don't think about it. You're just saying it, and then like sometimes you can't come back from it. It's like, man, it is what it is.
Right. Sometimes there's just consequences, and life. Yeah, these might just be yours to hold, and they just might not be able to be friends again. But it doesn't feel like the door's like so closed.
No, they
that
feel busy.
That Lotto is. You know, she's like, yeah, I'm open to a conversation. I don't know when, you know, I'm busy, but like, I'm not open to a conversation, and that is fine. Cardi, as someone who's never been pregnant, I don't want to judge how anybody behaves when they are pregnant and when they are hormonal. That said, Cardi B acts like this when she is not pregnant. So I'm like, why are we bringing up that you were 8 months pregnant during this time and extremely emotional? What about the other times that you act like this? Which is often. This feels on brand. Nobody's shocked. We watch you yell at. I've been watching Cardi B yell at the absolute top of her lungs for a decade.
So like, yeah. I wonder if it's like extra spice. Like you see how I act when I'm normal. Imagine how I feel when like you think, yeah. She's like, you should have seen the 10-minute cut. Like that's what she's saying.
Right,
like y'all don't even you don't even know the 10-minute cut. I was breaking shit. So like
I'm actually crazy.
Yeah.
But I do feel like we give her a lot of grace that we don't afford to other people who have acted even as a fraction of as crazy as Cardi B regularly acts.
Like who? I'm trying to think of like instances.
I'm trying to think. I think if I could say, I would say anybody. Like, I'm like, you could probably point at anybody, and we have not any woman, and we have never, we've dragged them for much less, for behaving in ways that we felt were unacceptable for much less. Cardi gets away with a lot. I don't know why y'all accept it from Cardi. I've never, but I don't know why y'all do that.
So like, you believe like the yelling is like, I guess unacceptable because she's yelling and angry?
I think the way that Cardi B talks to people is egregious and disrespectful in a way that other people never get to. But we are like, haha, that's Cardi. And I'm like, okay, if that's how y'all feel about it, all right.
Yeah, I could see that. Because Cardi, gets a little rowdy. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Even the way she was talking to those people behind Atlanta Stadium or whatever. Like, obviously, we didn't see what happened before that.
Right.
And also, I'm like, dang. She really yelling at minimum wage workers right in front of us. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't have nothing else.
Yeah. I think that's all we have for you today. Don't forget you can like and subscribe to all of our pages. Follow us on socials at Freshly Popped. Like, comment, subscribe, rate us 5 stars on Spotify, and give us a hype on YouTube. And I think that's all we have today. We'll be back next week. And maybe, I'm trying to figure out when we'll do this live watch. Well, we're going to watch it, Love Island, with you sometime next week. We haven't placed a time, but that is all we have for you. And we will see you next week. You've been Popped.
Jay-Z is not holding back. During his headlining performance at the annual Roots Picnic Festival on May 30th, the rapper, who made his return to the stage for a solo performance after more than 5 years, allegedly takes shots at several rappers, including Kanye West, Nicki Minaj, Drake, and many more, according to Rolling Stone. First, Jay-Z sets his sights on Drake, who seemingly dissed the rapper on the song Janice STFU from his latest album, Iceman. During the song, Drake raps, quote, "The jig is up," which allegedly is about Jay-Z, who also goes by the moniker Jig Up. Jay-Z claps back by saying, "The jig is up, we got up 10. Wrong chart, champ, you gotta look up again. Look up to Hove, I never looked up to them." Next, the rapper allegedly calls out Nicki, mainly addressing her relationship with husband Kenneth Petty, who was convicted of first-degree attempted rape in 1995, saying, "That lady back on that stuff, she sounds like she's in love with them. Her can't even pick up their kid, enough of them." Finally, Jay-Z allegedly takes aim at Kanye, someone he has collaborated with numerous times over the span of his career. Quote, "You're no maniac, watch how sane he act in my presence. Y'all thugs with y'all thumbs again, everybody think they the ones insane."
Reporting live from Hypers Club, Fight Plus News, I'm John Abba. On Saturday night for his performance at Roots Picnic, Jay-Z, who's been in the news much more than recent years, would send off a freestyle directed at several people he's had issues with. He specifically would take aim at Drake, Dame Dash, Nicki Minaj, Jaguar Wright, Tory Lanez, and others. Now, when it comes down to Dame Dash, we all know that Dash and Jay-Z have been at odds ever since Jay-Z would decide to split from his former business partner back in 2004. And for some, this would mark as the downfall of Rockefeller Records, the label they started together. In his freestyle on Saturday night, Jay-Z would specifically go after Dash's current financial troubles and even Dash losing his teeth. Jay would go on to say, "Another one fumbled his, wonder how I get the blame. Niggas' teeth is tumbling out their mouth and somehow I'm the one who did it. It's a murder mystery gang."
You know how dumb that is? Another one fumbled his, wonder how I get the blame. Niggas' teeth is tumbling out their mouth and somehow I'm the one who done it. It's a murder mystery gang.
Now, as expected, Dash has caught wind of the jab and will respond back on Sunday with a picture of Jay-Z, who now is wearing an afro, as a goofy character, which for some was Dash's way of even rating the freestyle as trash.
Can we be real and be realistic? That Jay-Z shit was overrated. That shit went over a lot of our heads. A lot of us don't think that's fire, but since it's Jay-Z, y'all gonna push like it's the most fire shit out there, and it's basic as hell. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm telling y'all, that shit went over my head. If it wasn't for the blogs breaking it down and saying who he's targeting and saying some of that shit, nobody would care about that shit. He's mad Drake surpassing him, bro. Let's be real. Like, he was doing an interview just recently talking about he doesn't think battle rap is cool and then rappers shouldn't do it. And then Drake drops Iceman, and all of a sudden he's dissing everybody. He's going on a rant.
Now, over on Instagram, Dash would originally share the photo and at Jay-Z directly. Upon research, the goofy pic looks to have first come from former Rockefeller videographer and culture critic Joke No Joke. And when it came down to resharing the photo on his Instagram stories, he would include the song For the Love of Money by Bone Thugs and Harmony, which was another jab at Jay's appearance, implying that he looked like he was impersonating Lazy Bone with his now afro. Now, in the comments under the post implying that Jay-Z was goofy for his latest freestyle, Dash would get mixed responses from both supporters and Jay-Z fans. One would write, "Man, OG, you just sit this one out. You looking like a bitter baby mama." While several Jay fans would double down on Jay-Z calling out Dame's teeth for tumbling. Now, for those who don't know, back in 2024, Dash would end up speaking to his followers on IG Live, when all of a sudden his grill, which looks to have been used as temporary dentures, would pop out of his mouth.
Yeah, I would get with homie. If you want to work, we could work. I'm never mad at generals linking up. So, again, you know, I wouldn't even have acknowledged him if I didn't think he was worthy of an opponent. A lot of talk shit, I don't acknowledge him, but 50. Oh, yeah, let's go. I want to see. I want to know how real it is. I want to see your television network. I want to see you direct a movie. I want to see your clothing line. I want to see if you're the real deal. Just see me, see if I'm the real deal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hold on. Listen. Oh, God. Yeah, talk to him for a second.
What?
Just for a second.
What are you about to do? Hello? What's up, yo?
He would immediately end up deciding to not run from the jokes and instead would lean into the criticism. For his caption, he would write, "My diamond grills popped out because that's what happens when you're broke." He would later go on to further explain that he was in between switching out his teeth implants.
First of all, shit is not dentures. These are my grills, right? And what happened was, you know, I have to go get implants put in. So I have implants. And I got them 20 years ago. And every 20 years, you got to switch them out. So I have to do a surgery, pause, oral. And the fucked up shit is, I'm going to show you a lot. Okay? I go. So that's what happened, the punch. But, you know, I thought it was hilarious. I ain't tried to edit it. I think it's good for jokes and shit. But yeah, they're not dentists, and I think it's hilarious.
Now, as far as the opening line, which Jay accuses Dash of fumbling his money, it has been well documented in recent years that the once celebrated entrepreneur would file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy, reporting that he was roughly $25 million in debt and had less than $5,000 to his name. This would be followed by Dash being forced to sell his share of Rockefeller Records to help pay off some of those debts. For some, it has felt as though Dash has become his own worst enemy throughout his career, as he's been documented with falling out with several other collaborators, and his legendary passion in the boardrooms, once championed by entrepreneurs, has now been viewed as difficult to navigate the business arena with. Despite the criticism, many people continue to side with Dash as they feel that Jay-Z would abandon him and the team he came up with to reach the fortunes he has today. Jay-Z's reported net worth is roughly $2.8 billion according to Forbes. Let's talk about it more in the comments below. Now that Dash appears to still be ready to push back against Jay-Z, which side are you on when it comes to the history of Rockefeller Records? And how do you rank this newest freestyle from Jay? For more news in comedy, culture, and sports, be sure to subscribe here to our YouTube channel and follow Hype Plus across all social media. And if you enjoyed this story, head over to Hype Club to watch full interviews and more original content. Reporting live from Hype Club for Hype Plus News, I'm John Abba.
Now that it has been confirmed that Sean Diddy Combs is only 3 inches long, let's talk about the more important issue. Don't get me wrong, it's hilarious, but there's way more to this tape than the 3 inches. And the more important issues are, why is it coming out now? We are gonna get an answer to Diddy's appeal very, very soon. We all know there are way more freak-off tapes on the way. And why was the first one that came out so humiliating to Diddy? You think that was just by accident? And fifth, the most important one is, who is behind this? And 6, Daphne Joy has made a statement and it is very telling. Sit back, relax. I'll tell you everything I can legally tell you, and then I'll hand it off to you, the out louders, to let me know what you think in the comment section below. We are going to take things back to the origin of this alleged freak-off tape. This tape has been known in the industry for a while now. It was first brought to us from Vlad TV when Sly Diggler was on. Sly confirms to Vlad how he got the video, and he also confirms to Vlad that he actually showed Vlad the video. I'm gonna play a clip, and just throughout this whole video, just listen to all the little nuggets that I'm showing you, and then you'll find out at the end everything you need to know. I won't be able to tell you because I know they're watching this video, but you will be able to figure it out. I'm gonna lay all the Easter eggs for you. Here is the first clip from Sly and Vlad. Take a listen.
This is DJ Vlad of Vlad TV. Now, a tape leaked recently of a situation involving adult film star Sly Diggler, 50's baby mother, and Sean Diddy Combs. As you know, Diddy liked to tape a lot of these freak-offs, but in this particular situation, the phones look very similar. So what happened was, according to Sly, Diddy grabbed Sly's phone and proceeded to record this whole situation. Now, he described the situation, and then he pulled me aside and showed me the actual video. You actually ended up with a video of a freak-off with Diddy and 50's baby mother on your phone.
Yeah, he accidentally recorded on my phone, so it stayed there.
It stayed there.
Right.
And while you and I took a break, you actually showed me this video.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I was not prepared for what I saw in that video.
Now pay very close attention to this next clip. This is Vlad saying to you about a screenshot that he showed prior to this leak. And then he also talks about how this leak used his clip and his watermark on the front of the leak. Listen.
So, what's interesting about what happened today is that this video leaked, and it starts off with the exact same screen that I showed in my interview. That's not on coincidence. That's not just by chance.
Now listen to Vlad authenticating this video. Now pay attention before I play it to you. Vlad wasn't there. Vlad didn't record it. This is Sly, but Vlad is the one authenticating. Vlad is the one saying, this is not AI. This is not fake. I could 100% authenticate it for you. Listen.
Now, I don't know where this came from. I never owned this video. I saw the video, and I just want to say I'm authenticating this video because a lot of people will say that this is AI or this is fake and so forth, but that video is 100% real.
Now listen to Vlad jump around the leak. I don't know where it came from. Sly doesn't know where it came from. Maybe somebody hacked his phone, but I don't know. Listen.
I have no idea where it came from. I've never had that video in my possession. I don't think Sly knows where the leak came from either. Maybe somebody hacked his phone.
Okay, now that you have the origins of this tape and the parties involved in this tape, I want to take 2 seconds and talk about the actual video. Now, of course, because of community guidelines, I can't show you any sort of screenshots or whatever, but I can tell you what I saw. And I'm going to give you a screen grab of, to me, what I think is the worst part of the video. But first, I just want to give you some details. The details are the exact video is 39 minutes and 27 seconds. When it first leaked, it was like a 1-minute clip, but then after a couple of hours, the whole entire thing leaked. So the entire video is 39 minutes and 27 seconds. Now, it is Overall, pretty boring, nothing amazing without telling you any details. It's like very, very lackluster. Okay. Yes, Diddy is very, very small. Hilarious. I don't know why everyone's like, I guess because now that you have confirmation, but girls have been telling us this for like from time. Remember that girl who came out and said, yo, it's smaller than a Tootsie Roll? But I guess it's like, hey, let's just take the opportunity now that we have confirmation. But we've been knew all this. But yes, it's like non-existent, like poor guy. And of course, everyone's talking now like this is why he, was forceful and he was violent and this or whatever. And, he has like a medical condition because it's micro and he's, taking his insecurities out on people. I talk to you guys about insecure men all the time. I tell you, it's the most dangerous male on the planet is an insecure man, and there's a ton of them out there, and they're pretty much, we know the reasons why. Okay, like I said, it's funny. We could take an opportunity to laugh on it. More important things. Now, I'm going to show you, to me, what is like the most revealing. It's not even embarrassing, but the most revealing part of the video. You'll see Diddy in the corner, and he's like kind of like playing with his nipple, and of course I have to block everything out. But then Daphne is, of course, like Sly is sitting down and Daphne is doing something. I'm sure you can figure it out. But this is here, like you see Diddy in the 40 minutes, you see Diddy like not even 20 seconds. You see him walk by, he's like all oiled up. Then you see him. This is where you really see him the most, though. And this is where in the position that he likes. This is in the position, I think they call it, where he's there observing. Most of the time, though, he's behind the video, angling it, moving it, and talking, and they're having conversations. To be honest with you, I really fast forwarded through a lot of it. I did not sit down for the whole 40 minutes because it's just that boring. Towards the end, a little bit more embarrassing. You see Diddy from behind. The build is just like not great at all. Somebody's saying that he has a Miss Doubtfire build. Like it's hilarious. And then towards the end, like he kind of turns around, he's taking computer and goes, and then you see the reveal of the microness. It's hilarious. But that little screenshot that I just played for you while I was talking, to me, you see Diddy in his essence, and this is what he likes of the freak offs. Why he likes it, I don't know. From the whole court case that I covered, we have never been able to figure out why he likes it. But the fact that there is a term for it and there's guys that like it, I just feel like that's his own issues. And like I have said, I was in the court, the most telling time in the court was when I don't know if to call her Daphne now or Jane Doe, because at court, remember, her name was not revealed. It was Jane Doe, but now I guess we could say it's Daphne Joy, whatever. In court, Jane Doe said that the biggest battle that Diddy is dealing with is the war that's going on in his head. I have said that sentence repeatedly for those who watch this channel daily. Every time I talk about Diddy, I highlight that. To me, that was the most telling thing. Diddy has a war going on in his head, and Daphne was close to him, or Jane Doe was close to him. So perhaps that is how he deals with it, putting himself in a corner and seeing his girl doing this. I don't know. And as much as I know about mental health, I don't know everything, but Diddy needs to get that kind of help. And I think that's the only blessing of why he is inside in jail. And instead of him trying to get out, if I was him, I would take that time to deal with the war that's going on in his head. Okay. Now, that is the video and my 2 cents on the video. Let's go over to Daphne Joy, aka Jane Doe's statement. And I'm not outing her, she's outing herself because now she's talking and making a statement. Okay. So let's go to Daphne Joy's statement. Daphne Joy speaks out after alleged explicit video featuring her, Diddy, and another man leaks online, Sly Diggler. Now, please pay attention to everything because she tells you everything you need to know. If you scroll back or rewind and listen to Vlad and listen to the statement, it tells you everything, okay? Everybody plays the fool sometimes, and I have been the biggest fool. I just wanted my man at the time to be happy and satisfied. I wanted to fulfill all his desires, even if that meant breaking my own boundaries. I deeply loved him and believed he loved me too. It's still so painful for me to process this harsh reality and truth of that relationship. But as time passes in my own quiet moments, I realize that it was far from love. The recent leak was a tape that I never consented to being filmed on. That y'all could take your own conclusions from that if you believe her or not. I was blackmailed by the person in the video and was threatened that if I didn't give him the lump sum of money that they would leak it on the web. I almost gave in to that demand, and once I didn't, this person eventually sold this tape to a giant media outlet. Read between the lines, y'all, okay? I've been talking about media outlets for the past couple of weeks here. They're on my ish heavy right now, so just you do the math. The media outlet called me one day and said they had the tape and asked if I had any comments before the release. It was
Sorry, y'all. 1 second. One second, y'all. Oh my god. Sorry, y'all. 1 second.
the first time I ever fainted in my life. Once the media company understood the tape purchase was revenge PO RN and
Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Let's talk about Love Island some more. I did not mean for it to run this long. Ooh, so sorry. One second, let me pull up the clips for the episode. So sorry about that.
and extortion.
Yeah, it was like, thank you.
I work with nurses. Well, did.
You do?
Well, yeah, I was a rehab assistant at like a hospital, like physiotherapy. So like I worked alongside the nurses and things like that.
How long did you do that?
Did that for about 2 years, and then I left last December to then go travel Australia. My mum's Australian.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about your dad?
He was born in England, but we're Greek, so like we're Greek-blooded.
Like Greek god?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. I don't want to say it. No. You said
Greek.
it. Yeah, we're Greek gods.
Blooded. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. I love your dark features. Yeah, and your eyes. They're really.
You have
pretty.
really piercing blue eyes.
Thank you. What's
like you're
funny?
sending me messages. Like.
Yeah, I feel like I talk through my eyes.
You do, because you're very like expressive.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you know, I've never actually been with a blonde girl before.
You're joking.
Genuinely.
You're joking.
Most girls I've been with have been like darker features. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like long black hair.
Yeah, like just dark. Yeah, like dark typical features.
Oh, okay. I feel like I really like Zach, but I'm gonna keep my boundaries up a little bit, because like I was low-key not knowing if he was feeling me, because I cannot read these men.
I do waffle a bit.
Yeah, I hate to say it for Kenzie. This is from episode 1, right? Kenzie called it right on the money. Like that guy Zach was not into her at all. But it's really rare because Kenzie's literally like the type everyone wants. Pretty white blonde, blue eyes, and she got curved.
Sean the cop is known as Officer Sexy Pants. He hopes to one day become Deputy Sexy Pants, with the ultimate goal of becoming Chief of Sexy Pants.
Okay, so wait. Now I need to know. You said You're a cop?
Yeah, I've been a cop for 6 years now.
Oh, wow, you've been in it.
What about you? What do you do?
So,
I'm here.
Fun fact. I run for Team USA for the Paralympics. And
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
okay, what event?
I run the 100, 200, and long jump. And so,
athlete.
Yeah, I'm 2-time Paralympian and a bronze medalist.
Hold on, I didn't know I was sitting next to the, okay, represent, that's dope. That's actually super dope.
Yeah.
To look that good and to like have that much athleticism on top of it is just like, Lord knows what I would do if I saw that girl run. Whew.
What does the cop dad do in his free time?
Oh my God. Right before I left here, I was like, all right, I'm about to learn the line dance, fuck it.
Dude, what the fuck?
Threw on YouTube in the living room, and I was learning the motherfucker.
So do you like country music then?
I love country music, yeah. Don't do it to me. I just need to know, if you're in the car and I throw on country, are you turning that shit off?
Absolutely. What do you, what?
No,
Bro,
no.
I would much rather acquire another disability and become deaf than listen to country music. I swear.
You ever heard the right country music? I'm not letting you say that.
No, yeah, I would lose my ability to hear.
You're getting regardless how this goes, I'm spamming you with country songs. It's gonna grow on you. It's gonna grow on you, little by little.
As the evening winds down the...
Okay, so Sean is a cop who likes country music. So... sounds like he's conservative to me, but I don't know. Honestly, do y'all like Sean and Bia together? Like, they were good first day couples. I don't know why she left him. I mean, I know she left because he had a kid, but it's just like, I don't know if she's gonna survive without him.
Kada and Gabriel, over to you.
I'm so sorry. That was the biggest moment from episode 1. Honestly, when the 2 bombshells came to take away those people. And I was seeing this and I was like, oh my god, they took the people away from their partners. Excuse me. They took everyone away from their partners, literally right in front of them. Like, and when I first saw them, I was like, huh, makes sense. Makes sense. Gabriel, he came in, I was like, apparently he got demoted to being a bombshell. He was supposed to be part of the main cast. That's what I heard. As per the videos that we just watched, but yeah.
A big decision.
He is. Whatever happens, though, I love it.
Right. This is a crazy experience.
Yes.
And we're going through it together.
Hello.
So.
Meanwhile, back in the villa, Kenzie is playing the world's smallest violin while sat on the world's smallest beach.
How do you feel about it?
I'm ready for a better day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Zach wasn't. The whole time I was not feeling reciprocated. Like I